Hi, it's Dawn from Healing with Dawn. Thanks for tuning in again to my show on Wasaga Beach TV. Today I'm going to be talking about Reiki. I want to talk about Reiki because I feel like I'd like to take the mystery or the woo-woo-ness out of Reiki, because when people hear that I am an energy healer, they get all kinds of interesting images. So I love this picture because I think a picture is worth 1,000 words to explain what happens when I say I am a Reiki healer. One thing I like to say to people is I can explain the mechanics of how Reiki works, but until you experience it, you don't really get to understand the full effect. But it is so beneficial for everyday stress. We live very, very busy lives under a lot of stress. It causes a lot of disease and physical problems. Reiki is extremely good for helping to calm the mental chatter that goes on. So sometimes it's difficult for us to shut our brains off lately. It's also extremely good for anybody suffering from anxiety and depression. And honestly, it is one of the most untapped healing resources out there, in my opinion. Reiki does work on a physical level, so physical pain, but I find the most benefits come from working on emotional problems, mental healing as well. So the first thing to understand Reiki is we need to grasp that you and I are not just this body. We are an energy form. You can call it a soul, a spirit, whatever you're comfortable with, but we have to understand that we are an energy being. I always think of Star Wars. So if there's any Star Wars fans out there, George Lucas is a genius because he understood the Force. Yes, he called it the Force. I'm not a Jedi master, but he understands that everything is energy. So I have energy, you have energy, my cat has energy, the rock has energy. See, I sound like Yoda. Everything has an energy form. So you can pick up energy from other people, good or bad. So you know when you're in a room with somebody and you feel really good after, and you can almost feel like you're on a high. It's because their energy is vibrating at a high level. You feel good. And then I like to call the other side is the Debbie Downers, negative Nellies. When you hang out with those people, even for 5 minutes, and they leave your presence, you feel like you're almost shrinking, like you're drained. And we have another term for them. We actually call them energy vampires. And I will talk about that on a different episode, but they are exactly what that sounds like. So you will pick up energy from other people and they will actually deposit their junk in your energy field, which is why people start to feel not like themselves. So my clients come, sometimes they're like, I don't know what's wrong with me. I just don't feel right. Perfect. We're going to do some Reiki. I also like to say, you can think of Reiki as changing the oil in your car. So your engine oil picks up junk, and if you don't flush it out, the engine's going to break down. Same thing as your body. If we don't flush out the toxins, this will manifest into physical issues, and we just don't feel like we should. So as a Reiki master, it means that I've been attuned with Reiki, my 3 levels, and as a Reiki master, it means that I now have students, so I can teach other people how to do it. And in level 1, we actually learn about the history of Reiki and where it comes from. When I do Reiki, it's not my energy that I'm giving people, so you're not taking anything from me. I am actually a tube. Think of me as a channel. So being attuned in Reiki means that you can connect to universal energy. You can call this God. I believe in God. You can call it source if you're comfortable with that. An energy, you can call it love because that's what comes from the universe. So it comes through me, through my crown chakra, which is at the top of your head, through heart, out my hands. So when I do Reiki, people actually feel intense heat. That's the energy that comes out. It's not body heat. It's like a beam of energy, I've been told, and I do it on myself, and you can feel it. So channel it, and it's actually the recipient that is pulling it through me. And the great thing about Reiki is it's going to go exactly where it needs it to go for you. So I don't even have to know. The ego steps out. I'm just a channeler. let's get rid of whatever you need to release. So when you come for Reiki, I do the 7 chakras. If you're not familiar with chakras, you can find a lot of information online, but you can even go to my website and it'll talk about them. Each chakra, though, does have a physical, an emotional component to it. So, for example, let's say solar plexus. So a lot of solar plexuses get blocked. So this is just right above your belly button. Here's your stomach, digestion. So if people have ulcers, IBS problems going on, chances are solar plexus chakra is blocked. Also, this is our self-esteem, self-confidence. So if you're somebody that's been saying not so nice things about yourself, this can get blocked. And when I mean blocked, it means the energy is just not flowing through. It can sit there and manifest into physical symptoms. Reiki, though, is all about, we flush it out, but it's to promote self-healing. So if anybody ever says to you, I healed that person, then they don't get the concept of Reiki. I'm not the one healing you. I'm the one facilitating your healing. It's the universal energy that is coming through me for you. The best thing about Reiki, I think, is that it increases our positive thinking. So we know that thoughts are things. So the more that we can think positive, the more we're going to start to feel positive. So Reiki energy, when it comes through, it's going to release anything that's a low vibration. What I mean of that is anything that's low would be fear, stress, worry, guilt. Reiki is a very high vibration, so when it's in your body, they can't coexist. It's going to flush it out. So we have more positive thoughts, we start feeling good. Things that seemed overwhelming and stressful, we can handle it. It's an incredible healing tool, and it doesn't have to be scary or unusual. And the best thing is, like I said, you have to try it. The best compliment I got was from a man who his wife sent him, which usually happens. And he said after the session, I don't know what you did to me, but I feel really good. Perfect. That's all I need to know. It makes me very sad when I hear some stories about people's belief in Reiki. And I don't know where it comes from, but they believe it. And I just want to share one quickly with you. And I was shocked by it. And it was a woman who came to get Reiki with me, but her friend had told her, oh no, don't get Reiki, you'll get cancer. She believes that if I do Reiki on somebody who has cancer, I pull the cancer out of them, and the next person I do Reiki on, I give it to them. So these are the kind of myths that I want to dispel. There is nothing bad about Reiki. Nothing ever evil has ever happened. It's the universal energy, which is love. And I don't cure people. Like I said, if anybody says that they do, that's not a Reiki practitioner. Anybody can learn to do Reiki, just not everybody should, I guess. But I'd love for you to try it. If you haven't had it before, it is an amazing tool, like I said. And I will talk about energy healing on future episodes, but I don't want to take up any more of your time. But thank you so much for tuning in again to my show, and I look forward to helping you. Because remember, a better you makes a better world.